Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha Kodash. Double honors to our elder apostles as well as the elder bishops who labored to teach us this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing this word in truth, sincerity, and indeed. I'm your brother Kapatazar from the Great Millstone Chicago branch, coming at you with another real quick, Lord willing, edifying lesson. And, we can just go and hop right into it. You know, the men of the Lord been telling you women. The men of the Lord been telling y'all this is just another example going viral. All right, being abased in the eyes of all. The men of the Lord, we've been telling these women, man, especially Keisha, like, look, man, it's time to really humble down. It's time to really let it go. It's time to let the boss chick energy, the Jezebel spirit, it's time to let it go and get back in order and good graces with your man, all right? Because hey, it's just about to get rougher. The squeeze is only going to get tighter, all right? But let's jump right into it.
He can't have a 9 to 5.
What?
Now this
Can't have a 9 to 5.
she goes by the name B. Simone. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't even know why, like, she's popular, or like, I really don't know what she did. I don't know, was she on That So Raven or some shit? I don't even know. But I've seen her name a lot in these social media circles. And to be honest, I don't know what her talent, like, she really doesn't have any talent. I don't know what the fuck she does, but apparently she has some type of following, you know, but I just want to throw that backstory in there.
He can't have a 9 to 5.
What? Why not? You don't want to have an honest job?
I mean, he could be a hustling entrepreneur.
So you want him to be you want CEO status?
Yes.
Okay, he can't
So
like,
he
he
can't
can't
be
clock
like,
in and clock out.
No.
Damn,
I
be
think
Simone.
Just my finances. Like, the budgeting, you see how I am. Nitpicking every little thing.
Never
I've
like that.
never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M. I just don't have it, like, to spend. The
Yeah.
liquid.
What's wrong with H&M? H&M got some good shit. All right, but that's not the topic of this conversation. But you see, you know, as reality sets in, this is happening now on a large scale, you know. So it's all good, you know, Miss B. Simone, you are not alone, Miss B. Simone, all right? This is the sentiment and this is the current struggle of a lot of the women here in Babylon. It's not just the black women either. It's not just the black women. It just so happens that the black woman is usually the loudest. You're usually the loudest one saying that they don't need a man. Well, it goes to show that you did indeed need a man. And that 9 to 5 money, it sure would look good right about now if you had some help, see? But again, you know, let's get to scripture. This is the book of Proverbs. Matter of fact, I'll jump to 16. I'll jump to 16. We'll come back to that other one. But we got to get the basic ones, right? We got to get, let's go to, shit, hold on. I might have, not distribution, or is it 18? I always get it confused whether it's 16 or 18. Yeah, Proverbs 16 and 18, duh. This is Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before fall, see? And this is the mindset of a lot of the women here in Babylon. They're very haughty. They're very prideful, you know? They're very condescending. They really think that they're superior to their men. And it's so much the more further from the truth. But Babylon has poisoned the minds of the women here, you know, so now they all think they're boss chicks, and they all think they're deserving of a so-called boss, a so-called high-value man, you know, and the men of the Lord have been telling these knuckleheads in Babylon for the last 3 decades, the true high value man is the man that fears Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that knows and fears Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It's not the fucking 6'5" CEO millionaire, billionaire. All right? He's going to be destroyed. He's going to be confounded. Okay? He's going to be found to be of nothing worth in these days that are here now. All right? And again, that type of dude, he don't want he don't want you hoes, man. All right? You got just a bunch of basic Bessies out here, man. A bunch of basic big Shirleys out here that are lost in the sauce, and that they're going to suffer unimaginably as these days go on, man. All right? The men of the Lord have been warning and warning and warning of this thing, and it's finally here. You're starting to really see the fruition of the prophecies of the Holy Bible come to pass, man. And so now a lot of people, and not just women, but a lot of people are getting ready to be confounded. Okay? It's happening at an unprecedented scale. Because what? Tensions are heating up. We're closer than ever to world war. All right? The Great Reset is taking place. Okay? And with that Great Reset comes what? Artificial intelligence. You know, it's going to be one of the main things that, what's the word I'm looking for? The straw that breaks the camel's back, proverbially, is going to be this artificial intelligence, because it's going to place a lot of you women in Babylon out of a job. The majority of you women in Babylon, you're getting ready to lose your jobs. You're getting ready to lose your lifeblood, that livelihood, that driving factor that fueled your ego into thinking that you were better than your man. You're getting ready to lose that job, that status, and that money, that munyan, okay, is getting ready to fly out the window. And you're going to be in very desperate situations real soon, man. Like the men of the Lord have been warning you, man. All right? The world likes to give the late, great Kevin Samuels, they like to give him they like to give him his flowers. They like to give him the credence of telling women that, hey, winter is coming. You're going to need a man. But before Kevin Samuels was, the prophets of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai are. You see, the men of the Lord have been saying these things. Where do you think the late, great Caleb Samuels, where do you think he got a lot of his information and a lot of his talking points? It came from the men of the Lord. A lot of these influencers, a lot of these niggas in the manosphere, they're all watching the men of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. They're watching the live streams. They're watching epistles like this. And they're taking those talking points, you know what I mean? But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai gets all the praises, the glory, and the honor. Okay? But it would behoove you damn women to really take heed and get off your high horse. You want to get off your high horse before the Lord knocks you off your high horse, right? All right? You want to have that sense of awareness, right? This is the book of Proverbs. Now I'm going to go back to Proverbs 11:2, because this pride has to be crushed. This is Proverbs 11:2. All right? It says, when pride cometh, then cometh shame. See? When she had a little bit of change, when she was popping, she was prideful. She thought she was too good. You know, she thought she was too good for an average man when she herself is average. Look at her. All right, this ain't a bad bitch, bro. She's very much average. I'm telling you right now, 90% of these so-called boss chicks, when you take away the fake aesthetics, when you take away the makeup, when you take away the extensions, all right, you find out just how basic and in a lot of cases below basic they really are in the looks department. You understand? And real soon, that's all they're going to have. Their only currency has always been beauty, but now Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is stripping that ego away from them now, man. You see? So they're being humbled right now. And they're being ashamed.
It's my finance.
See, now that now that them finances is gone, baby, now you're crying. You know? Now some simp out there might try to throw her a life raft, you know what I mean? Tyler Perry might, tap her on her shoulder. A little bit of quid pro quo. He might give you a Netflix special. Who knows? Or maybe not. Motherfuckers might just let you crash and burn out here, man. But that's going to be the outcome for the majority of these women, man. Real talk. It says, but with the lowly is wisdom. What? With the lowly goes into being humble. Is wisdom. Those that fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. All right? And that's why the Lord is going to exalt his men. He's going to exalt his men. Let's touch on that. Okay? For all these fucking prideful ass women. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 4 and 9. 2 are better than 1. See that? 2 are better than 1 because they have a good reward for their labor. All right? I'll read it in the NLT, Ecclesiastes 4 and 9, New Living Translation. 2 people are better off than 1, for they can help each other succeed, Salakia. They can help each other succeed, you see? But what's the mindset of the typical woman in Babylon? Oh, if a nigga ain't providing, paying all my bills, I'll just stick to paying my 100%. They have that mindset until what? Until Yahweh Bashem Yahushai strips them of that fucking finance, man. Now, guess what? It's going to be a lot more of these women willing to go 50-50 because AI is about to kick them off of their high horse, man. The Great Reset is about to kick them off of their high horse. Esau has no need for you anymore. He has no need for you anymore. He has artificial intelligence. He doesn't need you and your fucking worthless basket weaving degree. You understand? He doesn't need you. Now you're done. Your pride and joy and everything that you set your accomplishments, all that shit is finna get automated. Now what? Now what? Now you wishing you had that 9-to-5 guy that could come relieve you and take some of that pressure up off you. And guess what? They're going to coming back, but it's too fucking late, man. All right? A lot of the men here in America, I talk to them all the time, man. They got passports, man. They going overseas and tricking off. They going overseas and finding wives and shit until they lose their position, you know. But that's what's going on, man. The men here in America are done with you American women, man. You modern mindset women, man. The men of America are done with y'all, man. So now you're fucked. All right? Verse 10, if one person falls, the other can reach out and help, see? But someone who falls alone is in real trouble. See, you women, hey, man, y'all getting ready. Y'all not even getting ready. A lot of y'all are in bad case. And even more of y'all are going to get ready to join that same boat, man. That's why a man of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to be so important, man. Y'all know where I'm going. Y'all know where I'm going. Matter of fact, Salakia, let me go back to that Ecclesiastes, because there's a very, there's a good point I wanted to bring out. All right? It says, verse 12, Ecclesiastes 4 and 12, a person, I'll continue on in the New Living Translation, right? It says, a person standing alone can be attacked and defeated, but 2 can stand back to back and conquer, right? Teamwork. It says 3 are even better, for a triple braided cord is not easily broken. See, in these times to come, these hard economic times, you know what's going to come back in huge fashion? Polygyny. That's right. A man having multiple women. Not polygamy, polygyny is getting ready to hit the scene in spectacular fashion, man. It's about to get that rugged out here, man. Y'all ain't seen shit yet. Hey, this is just beginning, man. This whole next year, 2026, hey, man, it's about to get so fucking real and rugged out here, man. These women about to be in horrible bad case, man. All the ones that were so prideful, so independent, so boss chicked up, man, they broke out here, man. They going broke now. They about to be more broke in the future, man. And guess what? They're going to be willing. They're going to be willing to go 50-50. And not only go 50-50, they're going to be willing to, hey, accept your other woman. Okay? They was like, shit, fuck it, man. These bills kicking ass. I need help with these kids. Which the man of the Lord, hey, you got to have a special spirit on you, lady, for a man of the Lord to accept your fucking, what do they call it? I'm a combo. Damn, I forgot. It's right on the tip of my. I'm a package deal. Yeah, you're gonna have to be an exceptional woman for a man in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to accept your package deal. All right, because men we ain't raising folks and them kids no more. I said it in a recent sit down. We ain't raising folks and them kids. We not raising blood in them kids. All right, that shit over with. That shit over with, baby. You'll have to be a very, very exceptional woman, and them kids gotta be exceptional children, assets. Because other than that, you fucking baby mamas, y'all are done. Y'all are cooked. I ain't even gonna hold you. All right? Now I'm gonna end it off. All right? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 4:1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, and what? We gotta understand, man. Let's go back to Isaiah 3. We got to understand what's going on. What's going to be so crazy that a complete number of women will accept one man? This is Isaiah 3:25. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war. What's getting ready to happen? Civil war, and what else? World war. Okay? So even in the midst of civil war, in the midst of rebellion and sedition against the government, okay, in the midst of anarchy, what? Women are going to take hold to men of power and substance and resources. And when the economy is completely distraught, the only men that are going to have some sort of power and resources are the men of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You're going to know who his chosen are in that day, right? It says, verse 26, and her gate shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground. So this is going to be a very trying and violent time that we're in, right? And then what? It says, and in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. So a complete number of women. It could be 7, could be 17, it could be 70, right? They shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. So y'all ain't gonna be worried about dating. You ain't gonna be talking this shit about, oh, a nigga gotta take me out. A nigga gotta take me to a steak 48. A nigga gotta take me to roof. Nah, bitch, you gonna be trying to cook some steak 48. All right, you gonna be trying to cook some goddamn lamb chops for that man, right? It says, and we will wear our own apparel, right? What they say, nigga gotta get my hair done. Nigga gotta pay for my nails. Nigga gotta pay for my babysitter. Nigga got to take me shopping. Those days are done. It's now being reversed. Okay? Nah, man, you're going to learn how to sew. You're going to be making your man, Salaki, you're going to be making your man clothes. You're going to be making your man garments. Okay? In other words, you're going to be figuring out ways to be an asset to this man that has multiple women already. That's the day that we're coming into, man. Okay? Continuing, it says, only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. See? That's the day that we coming in, man. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to raise up his men. And they're going to find out very, very quickly who the real high value men were, man. All right, Isaiah 32:1, I'm going to end it. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. Who is that king? Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And who are his princes? The elect. All right, the chosen men that are going to rule in judgment under him. Verse 2, and a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, and as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. See, so a man is going to be that covering. A man is going to be that shelter from the storm. A man is going to be like that room temperature water in a dry, hot desert. You understand? He's going to be your everything. He's going to be your rock and your resource. But it's not just going to be any man. It's going to be the man that fears Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? That man. And the Lord is going to exalt that man. And you damn, you stop. All this shit is going to go out the window. Clown shit like this is out the window.
He can't have a 9 to 5.
All right? That type of shit is going to be out the window, man. You understand? They're going to be flocking to the men of the Lord, man. Trying to get chose. So, with that, man, hope this was edifying. All praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom and Abba.